bright lights city gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off, as we'll see the Utah Utes taking on the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Utah's offense will get first crack at it here. It quickly on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
He's got him. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Got a man. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Off play action. He's going for a big play downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Utes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So UNLV's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smoothly.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looking for a push on 4th down. Crosses the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard. Here we go.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop.
Breaks into the open. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Rebels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. A methodical drive. So flushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking down the middle, and they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. To the air, it's Rex-Steiner. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Utes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Rebels will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
For the free kick from their own 20. Creates a little space. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Man, how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back. he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
We've reached the break. It's Utah holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running into the open space. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got the back over the middle. Turning it on! And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. Release to the back. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to throw on third. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Back to pass. Under fire. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! An impressive, long, methodical meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive. But how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Ready to try the point after. And with point, they have a 2-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Louisiana showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Puts it out of the air. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing his job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Recksteiner. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rebels offense is back on the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going right to work up top. He's got it. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He might want another play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Has to get there to move the sticks. There he goes. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
He makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
4th down coming up.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
It's so important for offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air on second down. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're setting up the screen. Ripping through the defense. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Hauls it in. Touchdown, Vegas. They take the lead with the 6.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Pushes toward the goal line. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7.
Now, you see a lot of rollouts, a lot of passing for two-point conversions. How about that, man? Just a little hard-nosed, running the football, being more physical for the two-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. To the air, it's Rex Steiner. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way...
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Utes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Army dazzled today in just about every phase of the game. And for an institution that's turned out 5-star generals and U.S. presidents, I think they may have their next great leader there at West Point. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The offense changing the play. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Even after that penalty, the defense can still get after them on a 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. So after they mark off the yardage, it's still 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught at the 40. There he goes. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Never. A down, right down the middle. And they go back on top. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got his man downfield. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. This junior making his presence felt. Making the stop after a short gain.
Third down coming.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Rex Steiner. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Rebels offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they're not on the same page there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. Huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Recksteiner. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. It done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Utes will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. All the way back to the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Get it out on the screen. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they'll take a knee. It came down